I do.
Okay, perfect.
I appreciate it. Thank
Awesome. Keep up your face.
you. You too. Girl, you don't get the hell away from me. But back to the live. It's going down right blood clot now. All right. So what we going on is, man, Dillon Gabriel got his first win as a Browns QB, which is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? That is a good thing. But let me get Dillon up on the screen. Dillon Gabriel has got his first start, y'all. He's got his he actually had his second start and he got his first win. He got his first win and what's gonna happen is what's gonna happen. So this man we're gonna go over this is going to be a recap of what this guy did on his first win. Shout out to Dillon Gabriel, man. You know, shout out to him. Congratulations on the win. But I want to talk about what kind of win was this? You know, I ain't even gonna beat around the bush. Let's go over the quality of win that Dillon Gabriel had. You know, a win is a win. So let me say that first. You know, anybody that can win and play quarterback as an NFL quarterback and get the win, my hat's off to you just for that alone. Because trust and believe, there's a lot of quarterbacks that came in the league and never got a win. But Dillon Gabriel got a win today, man. It's about to be a motorcycle accident right here. Dillon Gabriel got the win, but his contributions to the win was slim to none. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, normally you would see quarterback had one touchdown pass, had 200 passing yards. Maybe they had, you know, 25 receptions, some good yardage. Well, Gabriel, who last week threw 52 times, completing I think like 31 or something like that for like 200 yards. It was ridiculous. But this week, this guy did not throw for one touchdown. I don't even know if he handed off for a touchdown. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know if he handed off for a touchdown, but I do know that they scored 31 points, which is that's a nice amount of points. Hit the like button when y'all come in here, man. 31 points is a decent amount of points. You would at least expect to hand the ball off one time. You know what I'm saying? You would at least think that you handed the ball off at least once. In the chat, in the comments, man, let me know, did Dillon Gabriel at least hand the ball off? Was he ever in the game when they scored? I'm not sure. I didn't watch the game, but from all of the highlights I see, as a running back getting the snaps in the Wildcat. So I don't even know if this guy handed off. I don't even know if he was even in the game for a score in this win. I do know this, that it seems to me that they took the ball out of his hand. Look around the league and look at the other rookies. You know, look at Cam Ward. Look at the Giants quarterback. I forget his name right now. Jackson Dart. You know, go look at any other quarterback. They're not slow walking them like that. They're not making Cam Ward throw 5-yard routes. You know, in this win, also Dillon Gabriel averaged, I think it was 6.4 yards per attempt. So I'm not going to completely beat him up. A win is a win. As a starter, there's a lot of people who got in the NFL that cannot say that. So I'm not just going to straight be a hater on this joint. But I'm going to keep it real and say that it seems to me that they took the trust away from him. They took the ball out of his hand, and they managed a game to where they wouldn't lose it, and they could get the win. So shout out to Dillon Gabriel for the win. Hit that like button coming in here, y'all. I need the likes. I need the likes so we can get this video out here to the masses of people who enjoy sports updates and news. So, like I said, Gabriel got his first win. Shout out to him on that. But does this sound like Stafansky has trust? Does this sound like a guy who's actually going to be the future of the franchise? Is that it? Hit the like button coming in, please, please, please. I got 42 people. I need 42 likes. Does that sound like the person that they are going to let run the franchise? Does that sound like the person that is the front runner with their confidence? I just don't think so. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying? In the chat, if y'all think that that was showing him that they have confidence in him, you know, hit yes. If or you can type Y and type N if you don't think that this was showing him confidence. I don't think that it was. I'm glad he got the win. But again, in the manner that he won this game, it was kind of crazy, man. It was really, really kind of crazy. Shout out to any Cleveland Browns fan that's in the chat, man. If you're a football fan, hit like in the chat, man. So he got the win, but this Wildcat thing, I don't even know if he was in the game at that particular time. The Wildcat is an awesome offense if that's to your advantage. But I just think that if we're talking about the front runner on the team, he's in the game. He's got to be in the game. Correct me if I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? Holler at me in the chat if you think that the starting quarterback go out the game every time they score a touchdown. In the chat, man, I need to know, did he even hand off for a touchdown? Was he ever in the game for a touchdown? Because all of the touchdowns that I'm seeing scored on the highlights, it's the ball is being snapped straight to the running back. I'm not seeing plays where he's handing off the ball to guys who are scoring touchdowns. So that right there is kind of interesting to me, and it is not telling me that they have all of their trust and the future in the hands of Dillon Gabriel. I'm just not seeing that. Please hit the like button when you come in the chat. I appreciate it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to all the listeners. But yeah, man, we got to come to some conclusion here as to if you really think that the person for your franchise, why is he coming out of the game on plays that you're scoring touchdowns? Why are you taking the ball out of his hands if you got so much trust in him? Like, honestly, we saw what Sanders could do in the preseason, and we're not seeing that kind of play from Gabriel. You know, this is not even a Sanders live. This is a Gabriel live, so I don't want to talk too much about Sanders. But right now, you got to know that they are not showing any trust in this kid, Dillon Gabriel. They're not they're not fooling anybody by making us think that this is their guy. And it's hard to not pay attention to the nonsense that's going on with people, you know. Oh, he was drafted in the third round. Like, that's a big deal. Like, it's not that much different than a fifth. Only thing is that they didn't draft anybody in the first and second. So it makes you the first guy in line, but it does not make you the choice. You know, so what did you guys think of his first win? Is that what you want to see out of your starting quarterback? I know he's a rookie, but like I said, when you look around the league, Nobody has training wheels on. Everybody is playing. Dillon Gabriel got the most reps in minicamp. He got the most reps with the first team. So why is he still looking like he barely belongs in the league? Like, honestly, if we're being honest, what we're seeing is not NFL starter material. Not even coming in the league. Like, what he's displaying right now to me is kind of saying that he will never be on a level of like a Colt McCoy, or never be on a level of a what's my man name that played for the Redskins? And I can't think of his name right now, but he was a scrappy little dude. He was small, but he could throw the ball. He could get around the line, and he could visualize downfield. He could throw downfield passes. So if you can't throw but 4.6 yards as your average pass attempt, how in the hell can you be? Shout out to Brelly the Goat. Shout out to you, man. Yeah, but straight up, how can you be? What's going on, chat? I see some folks in the chat. Shout out to Austin, Loria, Nicholas, Vito, and Get Give. Yeah. No, I ain't talking about RG3. It's another dude that played for Redskins. I know who the hell RG3 is, but Heineke. Heineke wasn't a big dude, man, but he could play. He could play. So there's small guys. Look at Kyler Murray. We got all types of examples of people who can run the quarterback position in the NFL that are not your ideal. May I mention Drew Brees? You know what I'm saying? I don't know how tall Bo Nix is, but he's not that tall either. He might be 6 feet even. But Bo Nix can play. We don't have to question whether or not Bo Nix has the vision to be an NFL quarterback. Bo Nix never looked like what we're seeing right now from Gabriel. Bo Nix always looked the part. Bo Nix always been on point. And I need y'all to hit the like button. Please, please, please do me that favor. Please do me that favor, man. I need them likes button hit. Please, please, please. I can't ask y'all enough. 73 people in the chat, man. Y'all still here. Y'all listening. It's free. Please do me that favor and hit that like on that chat. But anyway, man, like, we've never seen these guys who are smaller in stature look this babysitted. He's being babysitted so bad. And then, like, I got to also say to some of the Cleveland fans and some of the Dillon Gabriel fans, if y'all want him to do better, man, put him to the test. Hold him accountable. He's capable. He's an NFL quarterback. And you can't baby somebody into the NFL. Like, you gotta want to see the best from them and for them. And the best from them is the best for them. Period, point blank. I ain't hating on Dillon Gabriel. You know, it might seem like that sometimes, but I don't even know Dillon Gabriel. I know he's a kid who just got an NFL shot, and he's living his dream right now. So, at the end of the day, you know, what we want to see is the most capable person for the job getting the job. That's it. Holler at me in the chat, man. What y'all think is going on here? What's going on in Cleveland? Because it is certainly a Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey, 3-ring big top circus at this point. And, you know, a lot of people are asking a lot of questions. A lot of people want to know what the hell is going on. A lot of people want to know why is this guy who's looking like he can barely make it. He's looking like a college quarterback right now, folks. And I need a lot of people to understand it, because in the comment sections, a lot of people are arguing that he was a better college quarterback, which I don't think he was. That's your opinion. If you think he was a better college quarterback, then you're going to have to live with it. But at the end of the day, we all know, if you know anything about sports, what you are able to do in college dictates whether or not you're able to play in the NFL. But the achievements mean nothing. The Heisman Trophy does not help you in the NFL. The most passing yards or, stats like that are more likely to help you in the NFL, which you could actually pull off in college. But the things that you accomplish or some of the things that you can do in college don't really translate to a good NFL player. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes things that quarterbacks are able to do in college, depending on what they are, don't translate to a great NFL player. That's why they pick certain people. They don't pick people on, every aspect of what they could do in college. But the things in college that matter in the NFL are what they grade you by. So just because you were a great quarterback, trust me and believe, all you got to do is go and look at some of the best college quarterbacks and look at their college records. Look where they went. Shout out to back in the day. Back in the day, I'm gonna read this out to these folks. You have to match up a quarterback build. You have to match up a quarterback and build a system around him. You cannot make him adapt to your system. And most of these, I'm gonna assume he says, either people or coaches are hard-headed, and that's very true. That's very true. But you can't babysit them to a point where their best is the bare minimum. And to me, chime back in, the black man ran big out of town. What? I guess somebody, who's that? Let me read, who's your name? I can't read. HH4. I don't know about that. I have no idea. I'm not that big in on the Browns, but I can tell you this. Baker Mayfield is out of town, but Baker Mayfield has some good years with the Browns. I think the team that he's playing for now is a lot better. So Baker Mayfield is doing a lot better. You know what I'm saying? That's the team that Tom Brady, Baker Mayfield got them right outside of Tom Brady being there. So they had a good team. They had a good defense. They had a good offense. They had good receivers. So if you could put Dillon Gabriel around some shit like that, he would be better off. Ain't no question. Anybody would be better off. But what I'm saying is, how much better off would the team be with somebody like Dillon Gabriel? You definitely got to put some stuff around him. But let's be honest, Dillon Gabriel is nowhere close